Breaking! Dow drops 600 points as Trump's Greenland tariff threats spark market panic. Nasdaq down 1.6%, Dow minus 1.2%. What happens next could reshape global trade. President Trump has weaponized tariffs against 8 NATO allies to pressure them into supporting his acquisition of Greenland, a foreign policy move with massive economic consequences. The stock market plunged Tuesday in dramatic fashion. Dow Jones down 601 points, minus 1.2%. S&P 500 down 1.4%, now in the red for 2026. Nasdaq down 1.6%, worst performer. Wall Street's fear gauge, VIX, spiked to 20.69, the highest level since November 25th. The trigger? Trump threatened 10 to 25% tariffs on 8 NATO members starting February 1st, escalating to 25% by June 1st, all to force Denmark to sell Greenland to the U.S. He's also threatened 200% tariffs on French wine and champagne and attacked the UK over its plans to hand the Chagos Islands to Mauritius. Why it matters. This isn't just political theater. It's reshaping how investors view American policy stability. Here's the cascading impact. Market volatility. Investors are panicking. Treasury yields spiked. The US dollar dropped. Capital is fleeing American assets in search of safer ground. The market was already pricing in perfection with high valuations and earnings expectations. Trump's tariff threats shattered that confidence. Global trade war risk. Europe's strongest economies are now directly in Trump's crosshairs. France, Germany, and the UK are calling these threats unacceptable and considering countermeasures, including the EU's anti-coercion instrument, their harshest economic weapon. Capital flight. Ray Dalio warned that this escalation risks sparking a capital war. If foreign investors stop buying U.S. debt and assets, it could trigger a serious financial reckoning. No exit strategy. Trump is heading to Davos to personally lobby European leaders on Greenland. This isn't bluffing. It's sustained pressure with real economic weapons. The stakes. For investors, expect continued volatility. Markets hate uncertainty, especially when policy shifts dramatically. For consumers, tariffs get passed to consumers as higher prices on imported goods. For the economy, a full trade war with Europe could derail growth and spike inflation. For geopolitics, NATO cohesion is being tested like never before. What's next? Trump addresses Davos on Wednesday. European leaders are likely to implement counter tariffs. Treasury Secretary Bessent is defending the Greenland strategy as necessary to prevent kinetic war. Markets will continue watching for any sign of negotiation or escalation. Bottom line, what started as political posturing about acquiring Greenland has become a full-blown market shock with real consequences for your portfolio, your job, and global stability. If Trump doesn't back down, and early signals suggest he won't, brace for a sustained trade war with America's closest allies. This has been another Three Kings production. Knowledge is wealth. Share the wealth.